which is the critical internal link to your disease advantage, is not qualified at all and is from a site called the American Daily. This Gibson person, I looked him up, and has written other articles called The Threat from Latino Gangs and Why Blacks Shouldn't Celebrate Kwanzaa. This author is already making a number of racist comments.
No,
what exactly
given that
should
given that his argument is simply that there have been TB outbreaks during the border, and which is a cited fact.
If left unchecked, illegal immigration will destroy this nation one way or the other.
Well, that argument, literally that argument, the facts of that argument are true, which is that
that you thought only heroin-filled balloons inside their bodies were spreading diseases. I mean, this is. I mean, honestly, I mean, are you? Who is this person? Okay, I'll move on. So, since you're prepared to defend the warrants of this argument, how would diseases from immigrants eventually destroy the world?
Okay, well, if there's a particularly contagious disease that isn't contained, reaches a critical mass, it's impossible to stop.
It's impossible to stop. Why? Because it goes airborne, which is what your South China Morning Post evidence says?
Well, our evidence indicates that a disease...
Well, then how do you solve for, all of these, factors that you described? Poverty, lack of clean water, the propensity for mutation. Couldn't that happen in Africa and then it spread airborne across the world without immigration?
I guess conceivably it could.
Your bioterrorism advantage, the ununderlined portion of your evidence says, it says particularly immigrant populations and those living in poverty. 47 million people, U.S. citizens, lack health insurance and access to health care. So is this an equally devastating Achilles heel as your green evidence mentions?
No. First of all, our evidence indicates that immigrants are oftentimes at risk for disease spread.
Why are people that are just lack health care, why are they not, people that live in poverty, that are U.S. citizens, why are they not at risk?
Well, our evidence indicates that this is a discrete community where the community does not have access to health care, which means they can spread.
I know, there's a discrete community of people in poverty that also lack access to health care.
And then also, the growing population, the numbers are constantly increasing. Do you want me to keep listing?
Your economy internal link just says that healthcare comprises 16% of the U.S. economy.
Yeah, and then
is there any propensity for the hospitals to just stop working and people to stop getting treatment?
For hospitals to close, our evidence
how every hospital will close?
Now. We don't know that every hospital closes when the health sector is.
And can you explain how it spills over to the rest of the economy? What parts of the economy it will affect?
Well, that evidence indicates that it would affect every other segment of the economy.
Like what?
I mean...
How does it affect how the Fed